Hey everybody, Papa Gord here, and this is going to be just a chat section, or just a chat video for this one anyway. So today is March the 31st. I did a 5K this morning in the snow because that's what happens in Ontario at the end of March, beginning of April. You have one day it's 14-15 degrees, and then the temperature steadily drops, and then there is snow again on the ground. So yeah, real pain, but I think it went pretty well. Stayed around my average time for the race. See how I feel tomorrow. Usually the next day I get a little stiff, but anyway. So got home, and with today being the 31st, a ton of Avengers Endgame stuff dropped. So between Funko Pops and the 5 Lego sets and the Marvel Legends figures, it's been a Marvel Avengers Endgame day today. So my son is a diehard Lego collector, and I keep bugging him to do a video on his Lego collection. He deals just strictly in Marvel. Same with his Funko Pops. I don't know if anybody's checked out the kids collection video, but anyway, so he wanted to pick up a couple of sets today. So went down to our local Toys R Us and got 2 out of the 5 sets. We didn't see the little Captain America on his overly huge motorcycle, but I do believe all the other ones were there. So we got Tony Stark's his Iron Man lab with all of his different suits, and the good lord, what's the other one? The War Machine Buster set. So we picked so if we pick those up, then I went over to look at Marvel Legends. Now, I don't collect Legends anymore. I felt that there are so many more Legends that get released every year compared to Black Series, and I just don't have the space. So I pick and choose what I like, but that Ebony Maw has been screaming my name ever since they finally announced that they were going to do the last 2 for the Black Order. So I was like, well, we'll have to see. I saw in a lot of social media, a lot of places around the area, people were finding full waves to do that Thanos Build-A-Figure and what have you, and my son loves Hawkeye for, I would say, some weird reason, but actually I really liked Hawkeye back when I was reading comics, the West Coast Avengers and what have you. But movie Hawkeye, take him or leave him type of thing. But so he wanted the Ronin figure. So we figured we're at Toys R Us, we're picking up his Lego sets, went over and looked, and if I can figure out how to post a picture as I'm talking, then you'll see it in somewhere around here. If not, I will include it after I've done all my chit-chatting, and I'll throw up a picture. But I would really like to know your guys' opinion on what you would do in this situation. So we're at the Toys R Us, saw I think pretty much 2 full boxes of the new Marvel Legends, the Endgame, or Infinity War, whatever, the newest wave that dropped today. We're all on there, and they were on a peg that said assorted MLV or whatever. So it was assorted Marvel Legends 6 and had $7.99. Boom. So my son is just big time on making sure, checking prices and what have you, and he takes so many pictures, and if he can get a deal, he goes and tries to see if he can get a deal. If something's incorrectly priced, and some of the bigger box stores usually will either honor what it's displayed on the shelf or what have you. I mean, we weren't going for the whole wave. I made a joke because I had posted the picture that you guys will see, that I paid $8 a figure. So my son took the picture. He took the 2 figures. As I was walking around and looking, he went up and asked. The girl at the register said, "Oh, these must be priced wrong." So yes, we will honor the $7.99 price. So we bought 2 figures. I thought about going back and getting the Hercules figure. So I wasn't buying to flip, especially at $8 a figure. Was not my intention whatsoever. So some of the social media sites I belong to, people post all the time. "Oh, I got this deal, I got that deal." Was at either a Winners or, some of the, a lot of other places down in the States, Ross. I'm not really sure about a lot of the other places that are down there, but just from what I see on other YouTube videos that I watch. But again, I wasn't going with, we didn't grab a whole armful and just boom, okay, well, we're taking all of these so we can do the entire wave and build the Thanos and, and flip them out or whatever. So we wanted 2 figures, the one he wanted, the one I wanted, and that was it. So again, posted the 1 picture and had 2 people that I know on the group, and they were like, "Oh wow, okay, good for you," or whatever. If you follow me on Instagram, the picture's up on Instagram as well. But also, the backlash, and I should have known better. I should have just put my picture up and just said, "Hey guys, haven't been on the board on the group for a while, but yeah, this is my score for the day," because we also picked up 2 of the Funko Pops, because again, my son collects Funkos, so he decided he wasn't going to go for the entire run this time, so he just picked up a couple. But anyway, so I got beaten down pretty good for the fact that I didn't speak up and say, well, whatever. Showed them the picture. It was either a staff member's thing. It wasn't like there was 1 or 2 or a couple of placeholders there that just happened to be whatever, and then we grabbed a bunch of figures and stuck them all on there and snapped some pictures and said, "Well, look at all these." They were shelved that way. So I don't know. I'd really like to know your guys' feelings. Do you take the deal, or do you not say anything? Do you pay the full price? I'm actually very curious to know. I don't do it, or things like this don't happen to me very often. I happen to be very lucky about some of the places I go to, just like on some other videos I see of, going down and just seeing this crazy discounts in clearance on either Marvel Legends or Black Series or Lego or whatever. We don't really get that up here in Canada very often. The $5 Fridays at EB Games every once in a while when they might drop some figures. We do have Marshalls and Winners up here, and they're very hit and miss, but sometimes you can find some decent scores there for pretty good deals. But other than that, that's really it, unless we've got some really good comic or collectible shops. And in my area in particular, there's not really anything here. There's a couple of local little independent toy shops, but they're they are what they are type of thing. So I don't know. Again, this doesn't happen on a daily basis type of thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else managed to jump on it. I know that Wave 19, my local Walmart, got 1 case in, and my family, I was at work, but my wife and my kids happened to be over doing the grocery shopping, and so my kids ran over. Carter saw the wave and knew that I needed basically every figure except for one of them, Val. I already had tagged Val on a pre-order through the Walmart website, so he grabbed them all, but all of their shelving prices were labeled at $17.97. Star Wars, whatever. And so he went and took his mother's iPad, took a picture, went back and asked the people at the cash, and they're like, okay, well, if that's what it is. So he went back and he grabbed every one. That's the only other deal I've ever got. Not as good as this $8 Marvel Legends for them being out this day, But anyways, sorry, my cat's on my lap and just she's a little nuts. But yeah, so I'd really like to know what your guys' opinion is. Do you take the deal, and do you feel good about it, and just kind of keep it to yourself pretty well, knowing in this day that you're gonna hit backlash, or do you pass it up and just be very honest about, oh yeah, well, this must have been moved around, so it's $29.99, okay, I've got that, or whichever. So but other than that, yeah, so in the picture, so we got I picked up Ebony Maw. I already had mine actually pre-ordered at EB, so I have two, and I know Uncle Mike had sent put a message up on Instagram saying, oh, I wish if you would have gotten two. Well, I purposely got, because I wasn't sure if, what the release of this was going to be like down in the States, like in the stores or whichever. So for your worst case scenario, if you already had it, then I'd just take it back, or maybe I would have done another giveaway with this one. But so I picked one of these up for him, and it's about as good as I was hoping it was going to be. It's not a bad looking figure. We're just going to look at it really quick. But I mean, he's huge in compared to my broken butt. Like, look at that. That's like awesome. So he's got good height to him. The face sculpt, I just love getting him in this, that's wicked. But it's a great face sculpt. He's got not the best head range, really no head range besides the look. Oh, and he's got some waggle, but not really a whole lot of up and down, and that's really with his headpiece and I guess his hair and his head. It just digs right into the neck, so you're not getting anything. But just got these creepy long arms with the double jointed elbow. Like, look at that range, crazy all the way. He's got really good split potential, and then same with his, again, right, can't quite kick his own backside because just because of his clothes, but that's pretty damn good. It's a little bit of soft rubber goods here. I'm going to try to heat this one up just so I can kind of maybe hold it down a little bit, but it doesn't really annoy me too bad. He's got crazy crunch going on. Probably could do some hula hooping or something like that. It's pretty rad. But yeah, he's just wicked. Probably my favorite. I mean, he was my favorite in Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, I just thought he was just, I don't know, very, again, he was creepy, but in I don't know, like back in the old black and white horror kind of, I know it's campy now, but just like, or even like Hannibal Lecter a little bit maybe, with just, yeah, he's great. The paint detail, like all the gold going up, I guess I can move his, it's really good. I don't really have any paint mistakes on here. I mean, he's got his kind of goofy baggy pants and his kind of booty things going on, but even just the small details just in his, down into here, is really cool as well. Like, awesome. And I guess maybe all his different rings or what have you. But yeah, he's great. Not really nothing bad to say about him. He's not Captain America or an Iron Man or Black Widow or whatever. He was the number 2 behind Thanos.